Well, I got involved in it because I'm very passionate about seeing people walk in freedom. The reality is we have so many people out there that are smiling on the outside and bleeding on the inside, and it becomes a facade. It's like, and everybody's been doing it for generations. And, I'm on a trip right now with my sisters, and we were talking last night. We were talking about all the secret things that stay hidden, and things have to come into the light. You think about cockroaches in Florida. I lived there for 20 years, and it's a thing. And you don't see them so much in the daytime, but man, you turn on that light and they scatter. And it's the same thing with any type of abuse, whether it be substance abuse, domestic violence, and so forth. We have to speak out. And I think that we've done a disservice over the years to people who are trying to break free, because that's why they feel isolated, is because, so many generations before us was don't tell. And so much comes with that, the guilt, the shame. I'm supposed to be stronger, blah blah blah, whatever excuse the enemy lies to you to keep things in darkness, he uses. So I came involved in this project because of my passion to see people walk in freedom. And the reality is that many times we think about abuse, and we think about, as long as you're not getting beat on, you're not in an abusive situation. Now, over the years, more information has come out about psychological abuse, emotional abuse, even all different types of stages. But unfortunately, many people still have a misconception, and they will stay in something with that belief that we've all had at one time. Things will get better. He will change if I only do this. And then we become psychotic codependents. So, yeah, that's why I became involved in the project.
You said something super powerful there. Psychotic, what was that? Codependence. I found myself literally getting comfortable with a certain level of insanity. My Asians are real. Like, it really is the Asians that get you going and keep you stuck and trapped under the trauma of domestic violence. And it was truly, truly one of those things that I was so, so super excited to get a breakthrough. It took me years of therapy and coaching and
Mhm.
counseling to walk back into the truth of who I was in God's eyes, who I was as a person, not what I had been told, not, you know,
And I looked at him and I said, God hates murder too. you know? So we're breaking the silence today. So we're all about, if you're watching this broadcast, we're all about reconciliation. Christ is about reconciliation. But the reality is that if there is unhealthy trends and patterns, you have to protect yourself. That is not God's design. So if someone is telling you to stay in a harmful way, we really have to take a look at that and just be willing to get the backlash from them. No, I have to protect myself. So, thank you for being on this with us today, Dory, because your story is important for so many people to hear, because they are in that place.